Hey guys, Crystal coming on, and I am coming on with a project share. I got a little tired of making cards, so I decided I was going to make a 3D project. And I had bought this die set from Kscraft. It is a Christmas train. I'm sure you've seen it already, and you've probably bought it. Anyway, Hannah from Kscraft, she made a video showing a tutorial on how to put the train together, and I pretty much followed it. I did little things, some things different. I did not use her little connector piece to connect the cars because she just glued them together, and I just didn't want to do that. I followed a tutorial by Sam from Mixed Up Craft, who had made a Christmas train a few years ago, and she made a hitch, an actual hitch. So that's what I did for my train. And I also got away from the traditional, craft cardstock with the candy wheels and stuff like that. That's what these little pieces are right here, to make little swirls, to make, little candy wheels, which is adorable. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't want to do that for my train. So what I did, I used this new paper pad that I found at Hobby Lobby. It is so beautiful. It's called Oh Holy Night. I absolutely love the blues and the golds. This paper pad, I'm telling you, is gorgeous. Look at this. See that? Look at the angels. I use that paper in my train. There. That's pretty. I don't like geometric patterns, but whatever. That is beautiful. You can cut those apart and just make strips, which I did and I used in my train, and I'll show you that in a minute. Look at the angels with the doves. So pretty. I just love the blues and golds and the white together. It's so pretty. Look at that one. Oh, so gorgeous. I mean, this paper pad is, look at that. Oh, so pretty. Love it. But anyway, this is going to make a gorgeous cards too, and there's the angels. I mean, it's just beautiful. So that's what I used to make my train. I'm going to take you down. Well, let me show you something else too that I used. I created little presents, little gifts, miniature gifts. And I created them out of these wood cubes that I bought at Hobby Lobby. They're 3/4 inch cubes. And I also used Stamping Blends pen. It's Dark Misty Moonlight's the color that I used. And one of the gifts, I just colored the whole block with this and called it done. And then the other one that I wrapped with the paper from the paper pad, I just used this to color in the edges of the block. That way, if I didn't quite cover it good enough, it wouldn't show. You know what I'm saying? And I also covered a couple of the blocks with white, some of that white paper out of the paper pad. And I just used my gel pen, my jelly roll. I just used it and went around the edges in white so that it wouldn't, the wood wouldn't show through. So anyway, I'll show you that. I just wanted to show you what I used. All right, hopefully this will work. I'm going to pause, take you down, and show you my train. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. Here's my train. Isn't it cute? It's so stinking adorable. I love it. And I'm going to take you in and show you. Okay, so there's where I told you I wrapped the gifts, those little wooden blocks. I wrapped them with the paper, and then just used some bows out of my stash, and I put fake snow inside. And I created the little wheels. Let me tell you about the wheels. Luckily, the little wheels are 3/4 inch. So if you have a 3/4 inch punch, instead of having to die cut that many wheels out, just punch out some 3/4 inch circles and glue them together. I used 4 for each wheel. That way to make them sturdy. You know what I'm saying? So they'll stand easily. And I also used the tutorial by Sam, Mixed Up Craft, to make my hitch right there. That way the cars move. You know what I'm saying? They can move around because you're using brads and a little oval right there. So, yeah. And I bought a little bottleneck Christmas tree. And that's where I used the strip right across the top here. That page that I told you could make strips out of. It just continuously says Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I love it. And there's where I used that Stampin' Up pen, and I just colored that entire block with the pen blue. Didn't even wrap it except for the, little strips. And then look at the engine part. Isn't it adorable? I cut out, how do you call it? I free cut, whatever, the angel. And I backed the window with acetate. And then I created a little roof for my engine car. And then the steam coming up out of it is actually, I have a coffee cup die that had the steam coming out of it. And I just cut it off and added it to that. And let me show you the front. Isn't that cute? I used the little snowflake die that came with the set and created this front, this little curved front. Sam shows you how to do that in her video. So, yeah, I took that from that video. And let's see, what else did I want to tell you about the train? Hold on, I wanted to show you a die. Hold on one second. Okay, let me take you back up here. This piece right here is a decorative piece that Hannah, when she made her cars, come on, focus. She put it straight across here, with the ruffle part going at the bottom, but it would have covered too much of my paper, and I wanted my angels to show. That's why I flipped it upside down and used it that way. Ignore the pink under my fingernail. That's bingo dauber. Anyway, that's what I did for my train, and I think it turned out so stinking adorable. Don't you? Look at the paper. It is just absolutely precious. I love it. And I did do the back. I didn't do the back exactly the same as the front. Let me turn the train around to the back side so you can see the back side. There's the back side. I did decorate it. I just didn't go into as much detail. And I used that little banner that came with it. And I had those little alphabet letters in my stash and spelled out Noel. And yeah. See? Isn't it adorable? So stinking cute. And although I am tired of making cards, I did make a card using that beautiful paper. And I'm going to show you that card now. Look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? So pretty. And I finally figured out how to use my little light. Look. I love it. So yeah, it lights up. If I could have figured out how to do it on the engine part of my train, I would have done that. But I could not figure that out. There just wasn't enough room to be able to put the mechanism in there to make it light up. So, see, because at the front here, if I'd have tried to put it, it just wouldn't have worked. Because you would have had to cut this blue part off and put vellum there. So yeah, that just wouldn't work. So I made a card that would light up instead. Let me see if I can pull it back over here. See? Doggone it. There we go. Isn't it cute? So anyway, that is my project share. Anyway, guys, I miss you. I love you. And let me know what you think. And we'll talk later. Bye.